Hello class. In this video I want to give you a quick update on Canvas and especially those that might not be too familiar with Canvas. These are some essential things that you do need to know so that we can complete this course and we can complete it with submitting all of our assignments and making sure we don't miss anything. So to get started, a few cleanup items that I think I've gone over in the past, but we should just double check. Number one is that you get a zone mail. Every student has a zone mail. That's your default email. What I recommend is if you don't check your zone mail is that you change your default email. That's really easy. You could just go to the Las Positas website, go over to online learning, and there is a course email button on the left navigation, and it tells you how to change your zone mail. All you would do is you have to go into Class Web. So for those of you who aren't familiar, Class Web is different from Canvas. It's different from our main website. You'd sign in. After you signed in, you would just go over to what is my email address in your personal information tab. Then you'd go to update my email address. And then what I would recommend is that you update your email address with your personal email address or whatever email you get to your phone. That way you can get regular alerts and you don't have to worry about missing something. It's one of the first things I would do if you have not done it yet, especially now that our class is online. So once you're there, you've changed your email. That's great. We want to do one more thing to make sure we don't miss any notifications from your instructor. So what you would do there is you'd go into Canvas. You can log into Canvas. And by the way, if you need any help with Canvas, there's user guides, video guides, student guides. So if this video is not enough for you, please feel free to jump into any of these tutorials. Again, it's on the Las Positas website, online learning, and then there's a FAQ section with some answers there. And then if you go to Canvas, there's some links here. But we're just going to log in. And I'm actually already logged in, but you need your W number and your password. We're already using Canvas for my class, so you should know this already. If you don't, again, there's login instructions, and it tells you how to log in, how to reset your password if you forgot it. So that would then bring us into a class. Now, I'm making this video for both my marketing classes and my introduction to business classes, but for this tutorial, I'm just going to use my introduction to business class Monday, Wednesday class. So when you log into Canvas, you won't actually be in a course. You'll probably be on your dashboard, and your dashboard just shows you all of your classes. But we don't actually need to do anything on the dashboard. What I do want to show you is your notifications. Some students say, oh, I never got your email, or I didn't know you graded that paper. And the reason why you probably didn't get that notification is either A, you remember we talked about changing your email, your zone mail, and then B, if you go over here to account, there's something called notifications on the left here. And so this is how you want to be notified. And here, you'll notice on the top here, these are your four options. Notify me right away, which is a check. You can see the checks over here. See, I just moved it to a check for due dates. Or send me daily summaries, so you only get one email a day max. With this option, you might get multiple emails a day if there's multiple due dates being changed. Or you can just give a daily summary, or you can get a weekly summary, or don't send at all. Now, this is for my own account, so I'm not a student, so it would be different for you. But I would recommend to maybe think about sending a daily email if you're not logging into Canvas every single day. Some of the more important ones, though, are announcements. You definitely want to put that one on. So anytime I post a new announcement, in the announcements of our class, you will get an email. Grading, I like that one as well, because every time I grade something of yours, you will go ahead and get a check mark. Oh, and look at that. If you want to know, like, what does it mean, grading policies, course grading policy changes, files, anytime I add a new file to the class. So you can hover over. This one is really important as well. Discussions, I would definitely get a daily email on that, so you can follow with your other classmates when we have discussion posts. Especially now that this is an online class, we're going to be doing some discussions. And then there's other alerts here. So I would be careful to see if you have too many X's here on the left or on the right. Just be wary that you might not be getting these notifications. So please double check your notification preferences, which is in your account, and then notifications. And then there you are right there. Okay. I'm not going to click on my inbox tool, but do know that the inbox tool is a way to email your classmates. It's also a way you can email me. You just click on the inbox tool, and then there's a little drop down. There's a compose new message button there, and you can add my name or your fellow students' names. So the calendar tool, it's not perfect. Do not go by the calendar if you see due dates in here, because, for example, it's mostly right. Don't get me wrong. It's mostly correct for your calendar. But for example, I might do discussion posts, and those have a two due dates, one for your initial post and one for your later post. Okay, announcements. I will be posting announcements in here. If you have your notifications on, you'll get a link. Syllabus, that's the same. You can access your syllabus. Grades, you can check your grades. People, you can find out your project groups and the people in your group. And then modules is where the majority of the work is. So here we are in this particular class. It's the 13th right now. You'll notice I actually don't have anything due this week. I have chapter 3 book due on March 16th, and I have the NAFTA assignment due March 18th. Now this is subject to change. I'm still adding assignments over the weekend. Classes just turned to the online format. So this video is really just to get you comfortable in what's to come and answer your basic questions about the course. As far as how often should you be logging in, I would say at least at a minimum during our normal class hours, twice a week. And then if you may need more than that, just like you have been for our in-person classes. So there you have it. Please let me know if you have any questions. The best way to ask a question to me is just send me an email.